Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Next Level Fitbiz Show. For episode number 10, we head to Brookvale in Sydney, New South Wales, and we have a chat with James Brodie from J-Train Athletic Performance. We're going to jump straight into today's episode, so let's head over to Brookvale in Sydney, New South Wales and have a chat with James from J-Train Athletic Performance. And welcome to the Next Level Fitbiz Show. I'm here in Brookvale in Sydney, New South Wales. We're here at J-Train Athletics Performance Centre, is it? Yep, Athletic Performance. I'm here with James. Thank you for joining me today, mate. So we'll kick straight off with the show. Basically, how long have you been in this facility right here?
We opened this facility in April 2016,
okay.
So just coming up to 18 months.
Okay, perfect, cool. And where were you located before this?
We've been in a few different locations. So previously to this, we were open a youth centre on the other side of Brookvale, just a small little facility, about 200 square metres. We used to work with a couple of troubled kids down there and then sort of outgrew it as we were building. Prior to that, we were down at the Sydney Academy of Sport. We were in there for a year, so we ran a pilot program under the New South Wales government to try and sort of rebuild that facility down there, but a lot of red tape with government run things, so yeah, we sort of went our own way.
Okay, perfect, cool. And what's the size of the facility that we're in today?
It's 350 square metres with, we just added another 45 square metres up here, so we're looking up close to 400 square metres now.
Awesome, awesome. And what type of demographic are you training here?
We mainly target athletes of all levels, so anyone that's really goal orientated, don't have to be an elite athlete, but someone that's definitely training for a focus.
Okay, awesome, cool. Now James is going to take us on a tour of the facility and then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about business.
So this here is our reception area. So this is the first thing that you'll find when you walk into the gym. Here's our reception desk, and then over here we've got an area for our athletes to sort of hang out, chill out. There's a PlayStation 4 for them to spend some time relaxing. We've got a range of supplements from True Protein, Body Science, and we've got a lot of energy drinks, protein shakes, and Gatorades there. So you sort of got everywhere here for them to hang out, switch their mind off. If they want to separate themselves from the training, they can sort of do something here in their own sort of headspace. So this here is the actual gym floor. So when you first walk out, this side here we've got our bench presses working down here into an 8-station cable jungle, and right down the end we're going to go look at the dumbbell area. This here is our free training area. We've got dumbbells ranging from 2.5 kilos right up to 70 kilos. We have over 60 kettlebells ranging in different sizes, and a large variety of dead balls, atlas stones and slam balls. Behind us here we've got all our sort of functional training equipment, as people tend to call it these days. We've got our sleds, yokes, some strongman pieces, farmers carries, sledgehammers, the ultimate skilly aqua bags, ropes. We've got a 200-metre rope up here from the Navy ship. Over here on the wall, we've got all our boot camp equipment from Outdoor Athletic. So that's where we just store all our stuff for our outdoor group training, and then moved on to this side of the platforms. Here we've got 3 power racks, all done by Muscle Motion, 3 Olympic lifting platforms, and over 2.5 tons of weight across all 3 of these, ranging from anything from your old steel Yorks right down to your Muscle Motion elite bumpers. Up the back we've got over 25 different bars in the gym, ranging from Olympic lifting bars to a bunch of specialty bars. We've got some of the bamboo bars, cambered bars, Aussie strength bars, the rogue deadlift bars. We've got 2 of those. We're looking at a football bar. We've got some Watts and curl bar and the Aussie strength log as well. So if we come in under here, we've got a main part of our strength equipment under here. This is what we'd like to call the powerlifting area. We've got a custom combo rack here done by Rock Solid Fitness in the J-Train black and yellow. The benefit of that rack is that you can adjust your squat, your bench press on the go. You can manipulate the different pin heights with over 200 kilos sitting on the bar very easily. It also pulls out and you can use it as a comp squat rack. Very effective piece of equipment. Next to that, we're looking at our new pendulum squat that just came in last week, also done by Pete down at Rock Solid Fitness. This one's a little bit different to the commercial ones you can buy. What we've got here, the platform's an extra 100mm wider, so you can sort of set that sumo stance if you want, really target the quads. And then over here you've got the band pegs put on it as well, so you can accommodate the resistance through that movement. Next to it we've got one more piece done by Pete down at Rock Solid, which is one of my personal favourites. We've got the belt squat here. Now this one was the first one they did with the adjustable pins on the side. I like to use those for some ISO rack pulls. You can actually do rack pulls off that height, and various other movements on here. Really effective for deloading the spine if you're squatting with an athlete with any back issues, and some general hip conditioning. We do plenty of stuff on here. Next to it we've got our scrum truck, another sort of specialist piece that you won't see in many gyms. We just got this refurbed once again by Pete from Rock Solid, and what we do here is load up our front rowers, second rowers, even back rowers in certain positions and make them work time under tension in certain loading patterns, 3-point stances, things like that, to really challenge their core in those vital positions they need to be in. If we head down the back, we've got a reverse hyper, pretty much a staple of most gyms now. You've got to have one of those. Great for deloading the spine and tractioning it, opening up that lower back, also strengthening glute and lower back. Here we've got our custom speed platform. So we're 1.2 wide, so we can run band tension on it. All our bands we've got the weights for all of them to accommodate the resistance through your deadlift, ranging from 30 kilos each side on our purple bands right up to 80 kilos each side on our thick blues. So in terms of speed work, this is sort of another must-have if you're looking at generating speed on your deadlift. The last three pieces under here we've got a 45-degree back extension, once again built by Pete. We had it built a little bit wider, a little bit longer, and added some band pegs so we can accommodate the resistance on those movements as well. Force USA GHD. She's had a bit of wear and tear, that thing. We've cracked it a couple of times and had it welded back up, so it's sort of stood the test of time so far. And then we've got the old Iron Edge bench pull down the end. Once again, great piece. It's got the band pegs on there so you can accommodate the resistance in that pull movement. We'll go upstairs and have a look what's up there. With the increased number of members that we've been getting recently, we thought we needed to build some more space, so we've put in this 45 square metre sort of free area. We've got a 4x4 metre wrestling area over here where a lot of guys come up, they foam roll, we can do some grappling work, a little bit of boxing and things like that. Over here we've got the Concept 2 stuff, we've got a couple of rollers, a ski erg, a bunch of medicine balls, foam rolling and yoga blocks and everything there behind you. So this is the area where all our athletes will come up to first. They'll foam roll, do all their mobility work up here before moving back down in the gym to get into their strength routine. Kind of keeps the gym floor free and keeps everyone up off the grass.
Thanks for that tour, James. It was awesome, man.
No worries.
All right, so now we're going to sit down and talk a little bit about business. So what type of services do you offer your athletes here?
So we mainly focus on the one-on-one training, and we do a correspondence style program, which involves an athlete coming and doing a screening. We write a program for them and then we take them through that program.
Okay.
Once we've taken them through the program, it's on their onus to come in and do it on their own.
Okay.
But it's still under our guidance, I suppose. So it's a little bit less hands-on, but at the same time you still get more attention than you would just writing a program online or anything like that.
Yeah, cool. And what about with the recovery process? Do you have like a chiro physio in the suit?
Yeah, so we've partnered with Bioathletic, so physiotherapists in Manly. They've actually got a pilot clinic just here in the gym, so we send all our athletes there. Okay. They can do their physio straight in the clinic here and then straight out in the gym for their rehab work.
Okay, awesome. And what is, when it comes to the culture, like what's the definition of culture to you, and how do you define culture within your facility?
Culture is a very tricky thing to build in a gym. I've worked very hard over the years to try and develop that. In the past 6 years working with Manly Marlins, I think we've really changed the culture down there, and that just comes from buying into a program. If people see that you're passionate and you're keen, people tend to buy into that, and then they get passionate, keen, and it just keeps growing. So we've got just over 185 members at the moment throughout their facility, and everyone just becomes family really. So everyone's up here helping each other, supporting each other. We go to events together, we go out on the weekends together. Okay. And I think that's the easiest way culture's built.
Yeah, nice, awesome. Okay, so you were saying that there's a boot camp. Is there boot camps that you run?
Yeah, we also have J-Train Outdoor Athletics, so that's our outdoor training company.
Yep.
We use that a lot for people that might not necessarily want to be in a gym or may potentially find this a little bit too intimidating for them. We like them to, still we want to train everybody, so yeah, we've got an outdoor training company that operates down the road from us, so only 5-minute drive from here. And we've got probably 25 members down there that train 6 days a week outdoors.
Okay, cool. When you're looking at starting a facility, what's some of the things that you would sort of look for, especially like in the athletic area? You know, like obviously a lot of people when they first start out, they want to just train athletes. Like athletes is the first thing. What's your sort of advice to say, I guess, an intern or someone that's straight out of the industry, certified, you know, with regards to training athletes?
The training athletes is a tricky thing. I think everyone does, like you said, want to come out and just train athletes straight away. The thing with training athletes is they tend to not have any money. So it's a very different market to general pop. We find that because of that, you've got to charge at a price point and find something that works for everybody. Athletes are obviously not the richest people, so they don't have that disposable income that CEOs and business people may have. So yeah, you've got to be willing to probably take a slight pay cut to work with athletes. Having said that, it is a lifestyle choice, and I find it much more rewarding working with athletes. They're very driven, and they're very passionate about what they do, so it's very easy to get motivated for that. But yeah, training athletes is a tricky one.
Yeah. Well, what's one piece of advice that you've learned over your years in the industry that you would sort of like to pass on to someone?
Before you open a facility, make sure you've got the people behind you before you sign that lease.
Yeah.
I see quite often a lot of people who, you know, want to start a facility, they'll get the lease, but they won't have the people there. I mean, I subleased numerous gyms and was working for 4 or 5 years before I took the step to get my own facility.
Yeah.
And within that time, I built up quite a large base of both clients and people that I knew were going to come across.
Okay.
The contract we have with the Manly Marlins and numerous other clubs also strengthen that. So you know you've got that base of support when you do move into a facility. I think that's the key thing.
Yeah.
Aside from that, really work hard on sort of the marketing and promotion of the business.
Yeah.
And yeah, don't try and fool people. Just be straight up honest with everything that you're promoting, and you've got to believe in what you're doing so other people do.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, if there's any coaches out there that sort of want to learn more about what you do here at J-Train, where can they find out that information?
Come on down. Just don't worry about sending me messages or anything. Just turn up at 10A 106 Old Pittwater Road, Brookvale. More than happy to have a chat with any coaches anytime. Just come on in and check the place out.
Cool, thanks James. Appreciate it, mate.
Thank you for coming down.
All right, so I have Cal here, who's the head coach for J-Train Outdoor Athletic. So he's here to tell us a bit more about what J-Train Outdoor Athletic is more about.
So basically, as you heard from James earlier, this gym's focused primarily around development of athletes. I mean, there's a fair few female members, but a lot of it is male-based. So we wanted to create an environment where obviously the girls, the ladies feel comfortable coming down, and obviously getting a bit more of that sort of field-based activity in. It's not necessarily just for athletes. The main points are that it is sort of performance development. So, I mean, people always say to me, oh, you know, I don't want to be like an athlete, but if you think about it, athletes typically have the best performing bodies, so why would you not want your body to be more like an athlete's in that regard? So we work on, you know, protocols around that. There's testing, and each week just trying to work on a new skill and develop that where people may not have done it before.
Cool, awesome. So what type of services in the J-Train Athletic program do you offer?
So the outdoor athletic, we've got 7 sessions a week. We do a bit of boxing, so obviously cardio can be typically boring, so we try and spice up with the boxing in there. We've got more of a cardio-based boxing session, and we also have our combinations, so we work on the skills, footwork, things like that. We've got our endurance session, so that's primarily cardio-based, agility, ladders, directional change, acceleration, all the stuff you'd find in a typical athlete sort of programming on the field. But we obviously apply that and teach the principles of that to the general pop type people. We've also got our strength sessions, so a lot of that we sort of work around unilateral strength, so stability, and just building that foundation of, you know, being able to support yourself on one leg and transfers of weight and things like that. On the whole, and then our Saturday sessions in Durex Extreme. So it's like I set that up to sort of be like a game day type situation. So obviously football players and soccer players and athletes, they won't go and have a big night on Friday night if they've got a game the next day.
Yeah.
So the idea there is that we have the toughest session on the Saturday. You go, you rip in, and then fingers crossed you don't have 6,000 beers the night before.
Yeah.
That's sort of the plan behind it all. But it's pretty broad. We cover the strength, we cover the stamina side of things, and obviously the skill development as well.
Cool. And what do you find with the culture of the group that you're training down there? Basically, everyone's sort of trained together, and
The idea behind it all is that everyone gets engaged. So it's not like we've got these two people trained together every week. It's everyone partners up different. We always do mystery sessions, we call them. So we'll be down the beach doing new things. We do like a boot camp style, like a military style boot camp session, as opposed to the stuff we typically do. And so all that sort of challenges brings people together typically. Various social media platforms where we all chat and sort of stay on each other's back about training and what have you, really helps build the culture up. And then obviously maybe your breakfasts and your parties and your Tough Mudders and your events like that, we all try and get together and push through as a team.
Awesome. Cool. If there's anyone out there that sort of wants to learn more about J-Train Outdoor Athletic, where will they find that information?
Probably the best place is to check out Instagram or the Facebook page, J-Train Outdoor Athletic. You'll find a link on the page for the gym as well. Also, you can go through the website. Unfortunately, because it is just that outdoor session, you can't really just rock up at any time. But if you come down to the gym, someone will give you the scoop on that easy.
Yeah, perfect, cool. All right, thanks, mate, for your time.
Thanks for having me.
We'll check. Thank you for watching another episode of the Next Level FitBiz show. Big thanks to our guests James, Brodie, and also Cal from J-Train Athletic Performance and J-Train Outdoor Athletic. Stay tuned for next week's episode when we head over to South Granville in Sydney, New South Wales, and we check out Adonis.